Is your organization ready for transformation? Welcome to our webinar series presented by Advisicon, helping you achieve greater impact. A little bit about Advisicon. As work management consultants and technology specialists, our focus is on streamlining processes, improving systems, and achieving better outcomes. We believe that a holistic approach is oftentimes the best way to provide a solution, not simply jumping to a new technology. Today's agenda: meet the presenter, me. What is business transformation and why is it important? And finally, elements of business transformation and a little summary and a bit about our next steps. I am Lori Levy, the Chief Implementation Officer at Advisicon. I have a reasonably deep background in software development and project management, and I just like to get things done. There's been a lot of talk lately about businesses undergoing change or transformation. What does that mean? What does it mean for a business to transform? Is it a positive action? Well, it certainly can be. Business transformation involves a profound movement in an organization's strategy, processes, and culture. This shift may involve any organization, whether it is profit-based, nonprofit, or a governmental entity. The overall objective for the organization in a transformation is increased performance and achievement of long-term goals. It's important to understand that business transformation is not merely a change in the way an organization does their business. This transformation encompasses a shift to becoming something different than what the organization once was. These aren't trivial or even major changes, such as the sunsetting or creation of a new product line or expanded services. The organization experiences a type of metamorphosis to become something completely and totally different, much as a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. The organization that once was becomes something different in its new life. The cellular essence or values are the same, but the organization is likely to have a different vision, mission, and plan for going forward. So we've established that a business transformation involves an organization becoming something very different than it once was. Why is this important? Why would an organization undertake such a difficult journey? There are multiple reasons why organizations find that transformation is vital to being able to thrive and survive. One of these reasons is that a transformation is sometimes necessary to obtain and sustain a competitive advantage. Amazon is a great example of a business that was focused unprofitably in one particular area, such as book selling, and transformed into one of the best known and successful companies in the world. A business transformation can enable organizations to be more innovative and agile. Innovation and agility combined with technology allows organizations to move and fail faster and even be proactive to changing market conditions. Netflix was able to pivot really quickly in market terms to being a leader in the content streaming space. This was done through a business transformation. While the last of DVDs and Blu-ray disc rentals is winding down for Netflix even today, they have fully embraced and become a leader in the streaming market. Another important reason for business transformation is that it can help organizations expand their markets and influence. What does this mean? In the case of Google, a focused emphasis on market and customer research enabled the company to move from an emphasis on search engine technology to based productivity tools to social media platforms. Business transformation finally can help organizations make more money. At the heart of work productivity, project management, and business practices are the processes for business efficiency that enable an organization to be profitable. Some organizations, such as Apple, can control certain parts of the overall business and manufacturing processes to increase these revenues, all through transforming from the organization they once were into a differently focused organization. What elements need to be in place before we consider something as drastic and as all consuming as a business transformation? One of the characteristics of business transformation is a strong strategic vision that is ideally based on market research. Tesla is a great example of how market conditions help to drive strategic vision toward sustainable energies and non-fossil fuel vehicles. Another characteristic is commitment on the part of an organization's leadership to the vision, as well as commitment to the transformation that needs to take place. Microsoft leadership has been fully committed to their recent culture, technology, and market changes. Processes, and in particular, process reengineering, is an important characteristic of business transformation. We can also think of this as acts of continual improvements in the process areas to minimize inefficiencies and amplify the strengths of the business or manufacturing processes. A great example of that is Toyota, and they're well known in their work on lean manufacturing and increased efficiencies in business systems. Another element is the ability to integrate technologies in an organization. This can also be quite transformative, as is the case with General Electric, who, though being quite an old company, has managed to adapt and embrace new technologies to change the very nature of who they were. Finally, a cultural shift and employee empowerment are necessary to enable a successful business transformation. It's difficult to become something completely new and different if your mindset and identity is as the former organization. Participation taboos and the stigma of failure are likely to hold organization members back from being innovative and taking risks for fear of failure. Google was able to overcome this by establishing the 20% rule that allowed each of their team members to spend one day a week working on their own projects, not directly related to the company's assigned projects. This allows team members to explore innovation and not fear failure. Listening to employees and providing an opportunity to participate in decision making allows team members to buy in to some of the decisions of the organizations. This cultural action allowed Zappos employees to actively contribute to and feel connected to the company's success. So, what does all this mean? Just a quick recap. Remember that business transformation requires that you think outside of small changes, that you think outside of incremental changes. Business transformation requires a fundamental shift in strategy, processes, and culture. All three of those need to be in place. Business transformation is important for some of the obvious reason, like it increases revenues. It may increase market expansion, and it helps you be more competitive in the business landscape. But it also promotes innovation and agility in an organization. How do you know if you have the right elements in place to transform the business? Those elements include strategic vision, a commitment by leadership to the change and to the vision, the ability and the organizational will to do process reengineering. In other words, the business processes that you have in place now, you're willing to change and try things that may be more efficient. The organizational will to integrate new technologies into your organization. The organizational will to enact a cultural shift of your team members thinking one way and needing to think and feel about themselves differently. And finally, the organizational will, particularly on the part of the leadership, to empower employees to be innovative, be agile, and not fear failure. So, from this, you understand that business transformation has many different sides and angles to it. Most importantly, it promotes and incorporates strategic vision, commitment on the part of leadership, and process optimization. All of this goes along with new technology and technology adoption in order to drive growth and to be and stay competitive in a changing business landscape. That was our webinar for today. In our next transformation segment, we'll discuss some of the challenges in business transformation. As you might guess, it doesn't always go smoothly. We'll discuss some particular case studies of organizations that have gone both successful and unsuccessful business transformations. And then finally, we'll discuss best practices for business transformation. Thank you for watching this webinar. Please feel free to reach out with any questions. Like or follow us on social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We offer many free trainings in our online academy. You can access those by visiting advisicon.thinkific.com. For project managers, simply become a member of Advisicon Academy to receive the code to redeem PDUs. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.